Hey guys, what's up? It's Justin Marc. Right now I'm out here with my good friend
Radicus.
in Mexico City. And guys, in this video, I'm gonna explain to you guys what the difference is between Western women, such as American women, Australian women, versus Mexican
women.
Whoa! You put it on backwards.
That doesn't matter.
Put it on. So guys, in this video, we're gonna tell you a few kind of points of why Latino women are amazing, specifically Mexican women, because we're here in Mexico, but I feel like this does extend to all Latino women. So
I love Latino women.
Dude, they're amazing. I'm gonna give you a few quick reasons of why you should visit Latin countries, why you should try to have a Latino girlfriend at some point in your life. Well, okay, here's reason number one. The first reason is they're super beautiful. They have a standard of beauty, and it's part of the culture. Like, it's just normal for a young woman to be told by her mother that she needs to be beautiful. And so they almost never leave the house without looking amazing. Latino women will spend hours getting ready in order to look their best, and that's amazing. I personally always take about an hour to get ready myself, so I really appreciate the fact that a lot of these women take that extra step to make themselves look as beautiful as possible, do their hair, do their makeup, make sure they're well put together for wherever they're going to go, right? And I think that's amazing because, you know, if you compare it to Australian women, American women, a lot of these girls don't really care about what they look like. They don't do their slobs, they don't take care of themselves. I know some of these girls don't even shower, right?
Yeah,
and
dude.
so like, it's just when you compare Latino women to American women, like the Latino women always smell amazing.
They're gorgeous. Latino
They're
women.
beautiful.
I just find Latino women so beautiful. The way they smell, the way they act, they're just
Okay.
the
Yeah,
color of their skin,
true.
everything. They're just super beautiful.
Now, second reason is number two. The way they behave, they're super feminine and super loving and super intimate.
Mi
right?
amor,
it's
señorita.
completely normal, and it's expected when you meet a woman in Latin America, you mwah, hola, mwah, and you like kiss cheeks with each other, okay? It's really interesting how that works, right? In America, that's weird. That's actually weird. Like, for example, I had friends from Latin America who like cheek kiss random like American girls when we were in Miami, and the girls were confused. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this guy trying to kiss me? They're like, no, sorry, it's a Latin thing, right? And it's the opposite in Latin America. If you're talking to a Latino woman and you don't kiss her on the cheek when you're saying hi to her, it's almost considered rude. And so they're naturally intimate off the bat, naturally feminine, naturally submissive when meeting men. And I think it's amazing because, you know, when a woman is very feminine, it's going to make you as a man very masculine. What's your thoughts on that, Brad?
I really think if a woman is feminine around a man, it enables him to be better in himself. I think if a woman's feminine, it brings out the best in a man's self. It allows the man to lead more. It allows the man to become that masculine energy better. It allows the man to do what the woman wants more. It's an enabler. When a woman's more feminine, it's really an enabler for us men to really feel that feminine energy, feel more fulfilled, feel like we're getting that part of our life, so having that romance, right?
It's like getting that part of your life handled.
You don't want to be a masculine woman. You don't want the competitive frame of woman. You want that. You want to build onto each other, right? The masculine and feminine energy build on each other so well. A masculine plus masculine. I mean, that's just two bros. That's not romance.
It's weird.
Feminine plus
it's
feminine.
It's funny how like in America, you'll hang out with girls and they call you like bro or dude, and it's like, hey buddy, and I'm like, what the she kind of like, what? This is weird.
Yeah.
I can't really feel that fulfilled around that, right? And so when you have a Latina girlfriend or these Latina women around you, it just brings you to another level, I feel. Another reason is Latina women love sex. They love sex.
Love it.
They're super sensual, and in their culture, sex is normal. I feel like in Western society, a lot of women put this big pressure on intimacy, on sexual relationships, and it's kind of the opposite with women. It's part of the culture to be very sexual and very sensual and very intimate with everybody socially, but then in your dating life, your romantic life, the entire relationship is very sexually charged, and you'll find that the sex is just better with Latino women in general. What do you think?
I actually did some research on this. I was so curious, and I found that literally the countries that have the women and the men as well, but specifically the women that have the most casual sex with different partners, the most like sexual partners in their lifetime, with the most in the world, Brazilian men actually had the most, and Brazilian women had a lot, which means that Brazilian men and women might have been lying. But it found the Mexican women actually have the most sexual partners in the world. And obviously the studies change depending on where you read them, but the Latin countries end up having, some of the countries have the most sexual partners in the world, because the women aren't brought up to like be like super defensive about sex. They're very physical, they're very sexual, you know, they kiss on the cheeks, they love sex. They just really like to have sex. Often you'll have sex on the first date. Often a girl will just come over and have sex with you. There's no stigma, there's no bad thing about sex like in the West, like, oh, you just want sex, you're an asshole. In Mexico, a lot of the girls like think it's weird if you don't have sex. Like it's a very good thing. I personally like sex. I mean, I think every self-respecting man and every man out there that's not in denial loves sex. So of course you're gonna like having sex with beautiful women. So how can you complain about that? You can't say, hey, that's not a good quality that women like to have sex. That's an amazing quality. And come to that.
Life,
and
right?
Women can still be loyal. The women can be loyal. Some of the women don't have much sex because they love sex. They just don't have much sex. But that would be a good girlfriend. You can still find that here.
Statistically speaking, I have read studies and heard that Latino women do cheat on average more than other countries. So that, again, this is a video just comparing Western countries to Latin countries versus, I mean, to be honest, I think cheating does happen everywhere. But if you were to compare a lot of Western countries to Latin countries, I feel like promiscuity is probably more common in these Latin countries. So that's just something to keep in mind. But it is a great place for casual dating and a lot of fun. And another reason I love Latin women in Latin America is just the fact that the women complement your life. They love to complement your life. So for example, if you have a girl over, don't be surprised if, you know, the next morning she starts making your bed, right? That's something I noticed is very common. Or, you know,
they bring me gifts. Like a lot of the alcohol in the house is from girls. So this girl brought over 2 bottles of tequila, and then she just left, had sex with me and gave me tequila. Another girl came over, she gave me sex. We had sex. She didn't give it to me. I gave it to her too. She brought tequila, and then she cleaned the whole house and asked for nothing in return. Didn't ask me to pay for the Uber or anything. She just went off and didn't ask for anything in return.
What's
this
really
happens a lot.
Like, a lot of these girls will also cook for you as well. Like they love to. They love cooking, and it's such a great thing to have. Versus, like, I can't ever think of a girl when I was back in Canada cooking for me. Like, not once until I started seeing a Latina, right? I couldn't think of a girl making my bed the next morning, and I don't ask her to, she just does it, right? The next morning, girl making my bed until I started dating a Latina. So that's something that's very, very common. It's just part of the culture. And honestly, guys, I think it's just such an incredible thing. You should always try to experience Latino women. Right now, we're in Mexico City. Don't get me wrong. Western women, American women do have their pros as well.
Mexican,
they're fun. But,
what I like about Western women is they're sometimes a bit more socially intelligent. This guy just crashed his motorbike.
Okay. This guy just crashed his motorbike.
Girls are more socially intelligent in Western countries, and sometimes they have a better sense of humor. You have that sense of humor you develop from speaking English, right? Sometimes you lose that in the Latin countries, but wow, that guy really fucked his motorbike. Are there any more points you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it, guys. My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach and relationship
Bradicus
expert.
Marc, kidding, Bradicus.
Guys, you can go check out
Bradicus
at Day Game Seduction. It'll be linked in the comments in the description below.
And we did a video about Latina women on my channel. Maybe that's in the link in the description below as well.
We also did a video on Brad's channel about the top 5 countries, the top 5 Latin countries to meet women. So you might want to go check that out.
We'll try to put a video end card here somewhere, some element at some point in the video.
So guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on Instagram, and we'll see you guys soon. We have been, we've been super overwhelmed with the amount of people who have messaged us to enroll in the online mentor program. I probably had like 400 people message me. If you're still interested in changing your life forever, message me right now saying I'm in about the online mentor program. Okay. All right. Yeah. See. Chris, I have a question. Are you and Carla like dating or what? Is it your girlfriend?
At this point, I'd say we're friends.
Oh. But what about last night when I was sleeping next to you guys and you guys were like humping and stuff? Chris, is this your girlfriend, Chris? Chris, is this your girlfriend?
Actually, it's my wife.
This one? She's your wife? Chris, how come you staying so close to her, Chris? You're too close. What's up, guys? We are just out here with Chris some street interview. And we're also out here with the girls. We've got her, and we've also got, say hola.
Hola.
Here's my man Justin. He needs some advice.